Define it, you've got to be creative. And Munich is just the right kind of environment for that.
Well, the people at BMW, being perhaps Bavarians, most of them, is illustrated in their progressive outlook on the cars, but also they're real characters in their own right.
Yeah, you know, I'm a Bavarian. Feedback coming from motorsport to production. And there are many details which are proved in motorsport which are going into production. But I do not think this is the main thing. I think the main thing is, we have a German expression for this, ein Unternehmen ist wie ein Mensch. Ist es sportlich und durchtrainiert, dann ist es leistungsfähig. It means factory is like a human being. Is it well trained and sporty, it's more powerful or more progressing.
The thing that is so different with BMW and the other companies is that the competitions side comes very much together with production. The people that are concerned in BMW with a lot of the motor race side are also the people that are preparing the production parts, particularly in the engine department, of course, where the designers that design the competition engines literally do design the engines for the road cars as well.
Here at the BMW Motorsport GmbH, we have two departments. One is the engineering department, where we do the development and the racing side, and the other one is the sales department. For example, we did build up to now 220 Formula 2 engines, and we did sell them to customers. These customers are racing, of course, on their own expenses. So we make money on this side as well. Also, we sell tuning kits and we sell gearboxes and tuned engines.
Everyone seems united within the whole competitions department in producing cars that are really competitive. They're very dedicated and very professional.
Normally there isn't so much free time for us, because very often during the week there are late evenings in the office or in the factory. When I am free, I like to drive a motorcycle. I am trying to be with my family and to have fun with our vehicles. My wife takes our little daughter out to some of the beautiful southern Bavarian lakes. I will join them after office hour, and very often my little daughter, with her 5 years, loves to sit on a heavy bike only for some 100 yards. Normally I love to ride as fast as road and bike's conditions allow, but with the responsibility of your family on the bike, there are certain limits to the speeds you are using.
On the technical side, the highest level we ever can achieve, and to be prepared to race these cars, these very fast cars, on the human side, on the driver's side, we have to have the same preparation. And for concentration, for example, we have a program. We have all our drivers together, and we simulate one lap on a circuit like Watkins Glen, for example. I give the start, and then the driver close their eyes and they drive around the circuit. They think they are driving, and when they come to the finish line, they take their hands off, and I time it in the meantime. And if they are good, if they learn the circuit very good, they come exactly the same time like they're racing normally.
I'm driving a special car, a 2.5. Modified with a 3.3 engine and special suspension, and it's a car. In Austria it's not allowed to drive this car on the road, but anyway, I get a special permission to use this car also on the road. And my whole family is using BMW. My wife is driving a 2002. My father's driving a BMW, and also my brother. I got one of the very first 2002s into England.
And from then on, I was in love with BMWs. So I've owned 5 2002s, 2 3-litre fuel-injected sedans, one 530i, and at this moment a 320i.
I myself drive a BMW 525, but a very special one. It's got a different engine, the engine of the 633 CSI, with 220 horsepower.
The standard car is capable of having this sort of horsepower. The only modification we do, we change the brakes, we change the suspension, we have harder springs, harder shock absorbers, and that's it.
For me, it's the most quickest and the most best car I've ever driven in the world.
You don't see from the outside that it's a sport car, but you feel it from the inside.
Now this is a 6-cylinder engine. It was made on the same lines and with many parts of the 4-cylinder engine. Therefore, it's good for racing too, I think. What is special on this engine is the crankshaft. It has 7 main bearings and 12 counterweights, and therefore it runs very smoothly. Also new is the combustion chamber. That is called in Germany the Drei-Wirbel-Wannenbrennraum. That means it has 3 hemispherical chambers.
Here in this laboratory, which is a vibration laboratory, we test and optimize the suspension of our cars before we put the car on the test track. We try to put every system of the car in a shape so there is active safety. We mean the driver should always have a certain amount of reserve in the car. We use our test track to evaluate cars.
Now there are 3 elements: the driver, the car, and the road. The driver has to control a complicated machine, and we try to give him the best control of this machine during different conditions and in different situations. And while doing this, we test this safety reserve, and that's active safety, giving the driver an instrument with which he could avoid an accident. If I drive in a racing car like this, I drive always 100%. There's nothing left. There's no more safety. If I drive in a BMW road car, I know I have reserves. I don't see them, but I know they are here. Maybe I need them only once in a year, but then I know they are there and they can save my life.
The cars are very cleverly engineered. When you drive a BMW, immediately you get in it, you're comfortable in it. You don't need time to become used to a new car, and I'm referring now to the production car, not the racing car. Immediately the car feels right.
It is true that we have an outstanding product, and fortunately, I don't think so alone. Our customers think so. Our products have an outstanding performance. We are sporty and we are luxury in the same time.
When I was 10 years old, I had the wish that my father buy a BMW, but he didn't. I'd ask me always why he didn't. Maybe he thinks it is too sportly or more too expensive. And the war comes and the war goes again. And then I had the idea to spend me this dream of myself for self. And I thought I have to buy such a car. So I bought the first BMW. And then, as all collectors, I had the idea the next one, or maybe another one. These cars are very good cars, and they are sportly, and they are very elegant.
BMW had produced always a special kind of motor car, a car with high performance and with a lot of sporty performance. We want to sell our products to a special kind of customers.